Okay, so welcome. I am going to go over how you should set up just about any business. You can do some tweaks and you can do some changing, but the reason why I'm doing this video is because we as professionals, we give a lot of time and services. We do a lot of that for free, right? And it's like sometimes it's not worth it to be honest. But what if you could get paid for your time and the value that you're bringing before you start to bring the value, before you start to invest your time with a customer or with a prospect? So that's what I'm going to go over today. I'm going to give like a high level overview, and then I'll go into some specifics. But let me give you a story first. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because I'm like working with like one of my business partners, colleagues, and friends, right? And her name's Paula, and I'm working with Paula because Paula has a lot of great value, and it's like, how can we deliver this value to the market in a way that makes sense, right? So Paula is also a real estate professional, and she's a real estate agent, so she services like buyers and sellers, and it's like, again, we as professionals, we give a lot of time and services away for free. On the other hand, like you as real estate professionals, like one of the things that we kind of have going that could be like a side business is like you can join us, you can join our teams, right? So the purpose is like me and Paula are working on a project and we want to help other agents become better so they can join our team or just become better agents overall, right? Serve the industry, whatever you want to call it, right? Um, and like, how do you get people interested in talking to you or taking you up on your offer, doing business with you, right? The way you do that is you have to provide value. And we as professionals provide our value for free a little bit too much, right? So, what if there was a way where we could charge for our value, right? And that's what I'm going to talk about today. So, that's the story. Now I'm going to talk about like how you can start to charge for your value, right? As a real estate professional, because we deserve to get paid. We provide a great service and we do great for our clients, and we deserve, even if we don't get paid from what I'm about to show you today, right? This process will help your leads get better. This process will make your, so it'll qualify your leads, right? You don't have to deal with those shifty people that don't want to do business. I'm not sure this and that, right? This process, what you're going to see today, is going to level up your marketing. So I'm going to do a screen share, and I'm going to take you through this process. So what you're looking at is a diagram of a marketing process that we take people through, right? We help you create a product or we help you create services, and we help you like come up with a marketing budget, right? So this stuff that you're going to see today, like this is what helps you come up with a budget on marketing so you can like have unlimited marketing, right? So one of the problems that people have is I don't have a budget, right? And this comes to like this happens a lot with like newer people or people that are new to the business, like inexperienced, and they don't have a budget. And part of the reason why Zillow, Truly, a Realtor, like those big companies, the iBuyers, part of the reason why those companies are doing so successful is because guess what? They have a budget. They have marketing power that we do not have as individuals, right? They have budgets that they can just throw at the wall, right? Why wouldn't they throw $10,000 at an ad if they're going to get $20,000, $30,000 from their marketing? Right. Think about it. So maybe we can, maybe, right, and maybe we shouldn't throw that much, or maybe we should, depends on your market, but maybe we can't throw five figures at marketing, but we can throw an unlimited marketing budget at marketing, right? So we can develop a system, develop processes very strategically, very practically, that we can use and uh, bring us more leads. Right. So that's what I'm about to show you today. It is a variation of my infinite marketing strategy that I kind of teach. Right. So I'm going to show you right here. I'm going to go back to that diagram. And what I'm talking about is like generally the way you want to structure and set up your business is you want to have like three things that you can do, right? In any business, you can have these three things, right? So you have a certain client base, and they're either going to want to do things by themselves, right? They're going to want your help, like do it with you, or they're going to want you to do it for them, right? And each of these services or products requires a different price point if you set up your business correctly, right? So what does that mean? That means like you can kind of see on my screen, I'm gonna start going through the graph. The do it yourself, the DIY people, they are typically blue, or they just don't want a lot of involvement with you. So because it doesn't require a lot of involvement, that means that you don't have to spend a lot of time there, so you don't have to charge a lot for your time there, right? So that's the do it yourself funnel, we can call it the do it yourself marketing funnel. Next, number two, right? We're going to move over to number two. And I want you to think about this like Ascension. I just didn't have room for the yellow, but think about this like Ascension, right? So people come in, they don't really know who you are. They're cold traffic. They're willing to spend some money, but not enough, right? Not a lot. So they're typically cold traffic and they'll buy your stuff. The thing about this cold traffic is they will fund your advertising and marketing for the rest of these things, right? So that's the cold traffic. That's the do-it-yourself people. They just want to do it themselves. Give them the product, give them the thing. They're going to go do it, right? They really don't need your help, or if they do need your help, they don't know that they need your help yet. That's the blue do it yourself. Next level that you have is the done with you, right? So done with you will require more of your time, so you need to charge a little bit more here, right? You need to charge a little bit more. So the orange is the done with you, and the more you have to be involved in something, the more you should charge for your time, because we don't get time back. Time is invaluable. It's a non-renewable resource. If it is a resource, I don't know, but you want to charge more for your time. It's something that we can't get back. So the more that someone requires you to invest time, you want to charge them, right? So the orange level two, is done with you. So you start to charge a little bit more for these services when you're in the middle, when you want somebody to do something for you. So this is where we should be, right? As real estate professionals, we should be somewhere in the middle where we're charging for our time because we're doing stuff with these customers in these prospects. That's where we should be. So we should be getting like paid consultations. We should be sending them webinars, and they can call us with any questions they have, or anything like that. That's kind of the area that we should be in, right? Starting at. I retract. We should be starting about in that area. The next level that is and you get paid more because it's more your time, right? So think about our industry, right? Like to me, and in my experience, a real estate transaction is worth a minimum, right? There are some exceptions, but a real estate transaction is worth a minimum of $5,000, right? And I'm going to go off track a little bit, right? So if a real estate transaction is worth $5,000, me, because I'm a little bit aggressive, it don't have to be you, but I'm willing to spend up to $5,000 to get that lead, right? Give or take, right? Maybe I won't spend the whole 5,000 because it's like break even, but let's just say I'm willing to spend 80% of that, which is 4,000, I think. I'm willing to spend 4,000 to make 5,000. And if you think about it, right? If you think about it as an investment, $4,000 to make $1,000, that is a 25% return. Where else do you get returns like that? It's not common for you to get returns like that. So think about business as you serving someone and you making investments, right? So I want you to think about your marketing that way. Like your marketing should be an investment, and every dollar that you spend, you should be able to get dollars out, right? And 25% is a healthy number, right? So for our industry, we're in real estate. So people come in, what's your budget? Oh, I got $30, $30 for what? For the month. You're not going to have a lot of success with that, right? Because think about it. If you are only willing to spend $30 for somebody's thousands of dollars, for somebody's asset that was worth thousands of dollars, if you were that person, right? If that was your asset and somebody was only to spend $30, and that's your job, right? They were only willing to spend $30 to market your asset. Would you be willing to do business with that person? Probably not. If somebody came in, right, and let's pick a number. If somebody came in for number's sake, and somebody came in and you got a $300,000 house, and you like the marketing budget is 30, would you trust that person? Do you think you have the most effective marketing for a person? Generally, they're new, that's only willing to spend $30 on your marketing. 99.99% of people are going to say no. Now let's switch it over, right? Now, let's say we still got that same $300,000. We still have that same $300,000 asset, but now we have a heftier marketing budget. Let's just say, right, for oversimplification, let's just say that asset is worth $300,000. Let's just say that this person is willing to spend $100,000. Or maybe that's too much, but we're doing oversimplification. Who would you rather do business with? The person that's willing to spend $30, right? And it's not even a spend, that's willing to invest $30 with you, or the person that's willing to invest $100,000 with you, right? For your asset, right? So I'm going to spend up to $100,000 to sell your house, which is extreme, but I'm oversimplifying to make the point. Who would you trust? Who would you rather work with, right? So, as an example, $30, I could maybe run some ads. Maybe I can run ads $3 a day for 10 days, right? If I go over, again, it's an oversimplification, but if I go over to $100,000, right? What can I spend? I can spend $30 a day. I can um I can run all kinds of marketing around your $300,000 asset that you love and appreciate, right? That asset is close to you've been living there, most likely, right? So think about that. I want you to think about that mindset on marketing, right? Don't be cheap on your marketing. Like, think about this as an investment. You're going to invest money and you're going to make that money back as long as you do it smart and strategically, right? So let's go back over to the screen share. And so I got off track a little bit, but the point that I was trying to make is, like, when the more involved you are, the more you should get paid. So this is why people, oh my God, agents, they get paid to open doors. No, they don't. They do a lot more than open doors. Same as the real estate investors. We do a lot more than that, right? So we should be getting paid, and we should be getting paid somewhere in the thousands, because that's how much work we're putting in. That's a lot of stuff that we're doing. And that doesn't even account for all of the deals that fall through, right? So just keep that in mind. I want people to keep that in mind. Now, with that, how do you set this up in a effective way to, like, run a successful business? So again, high level overview. You see my colors on the screen. You see blue, orange, and red. The blue is for cold traffic. That's for the do-it-yourself people. The orange is for people that want a little bit of your assistance, maybe an hour per week, hour per month. It's up to you how you set that up. And then the red, that's where you're going to be doing, like, a lot of the work. So you really need to get paid. And that's why, again, agents get paid that commission. They get paid a few thousand at the end of the deal, because all of the time and everything that was involved in that. So the way you set this up, just like I said, cold, warm, hot. And what you're going to do, what agents don't do right here, I'm going to hone in right here on the blue. So this is where we get our cold traffic and people that don't know us. What you're going to do is you're going to come up with a product that you can charge for. You want to charge for this product. So let's zoom in on that blue there. You zoom in. So let me zoom in with Control plus, minus. So on the blue, this is the important part, because this is what fixes your marketing, and this is what gives you unlimited marketing prowess, right? This gives you unlimited marketing power, unlimited marketing capability. So you come in here, right? And this is what we teach. This is what we help you do in our 5-day lead challenge. We help you come up with an item or an asset that you can start to charge people for, right? So as an example, this is what I was working with Paulo with. And what we're going to do is we're going to create a product. Let's see. We're going to create a product right here. And we don't want to get rich off of this product, right? But we're going to create a product. It can be something that you download or physical item. I am a huge proponent of physical items now, because within marketing, you need to collect people's information. And the more information that you can collect, the better, right? And if you tell somebody you're going to send them something in mail, you better believe they're going to get their address correct. Email address, you can spoof emails. You can put in a friend's email. You can put in an old email just to get that item. But a physical item, it's a different ball game. So here's what you do. You create that physical item. And the item that I really, really, really appreciate that most people understand is a book, right? So that's why I'm always talking about the book marketing. You want to create that item so you can start to charge people for that book, right? So normal people is what we call them, like people that are not business owners like us, that are not in the real estate space, that are not in the entrepreneurial space. They are not used to paying for consultations. They don't really even understand what that is. They don't want to pay you. They don't want to jump on the phone with you. They're scared that you're going to sell them something. So what you can do is you can have them pay for a book, right? They're scared of marketing. They're scared of sales, but guess what they're not scared of? They're not scared of a book. So this is one of the reasons why I love to send that physical asset, the book. So you create your book, and if you can't do like a full-blown book, right, there is importance in having a full-blown book. You don't have to be some amazing person to create a book. You create 5 You do five questions or 5 topics. You answer them and you put them into a book. And again, that's what we help you do with our remarketing challenge. If you want to learn more about that, you can visit remarketingchallenge.com. Actually, let me see if I have. I don't. I can't find it, but that's okay. So, um, remarketingchallenge.com. If you're interested, you want us to help you learn to create like this physical asset. Ideally, um, just take our challenge and we'll help you out over 5 days. Create that item. So you create that item, and once you create that item, you can then start to charge people for that item. And there are different people call these different things, but the purpose is like it's not for you to get rich off the item. You're still a real estate professional. You still want to charge them for your services, right? So you're gonna come in, you're gonna create that physical thing. In this case, what me and Paula is doing, we're creating a ready set success workbook, and people are gonna come in, they're gonna buy that workbook, right? And they're gonna pay. Who knows? We'll play with the price, but they're gonna pay $17, right? So if they come in and they pay $17 for that book, what does that mean? Do I put that money in my pocket and yay, game over? I celebrate? No. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take those proceeds from this item and I'm going to reinvest it back into my marketing. Right. So a lot of times, guess what? People have, I don't have a budget. I don't, I got $0. I got nothing. I'm free. I'm just starting. Right. Well, this is the way that you overcome that. This is where you overcome that. So you overcome that by starting to charge for products and services that you've created or that you will create. So if I come in and I'm getting people to purchase my book, my workbook, or my ebook at $17, guess what I have? I have a I have proceeds that I can do stuff with, right? So $17, let's just say, um, I don't know, for math, let's just take it to $20, right? So if I sell a product at $20 and it's going to cost about half, as an example, for me to ship and send that package to the person, I have $10 of proceed, right? So that means now that I can spend $10 a day on my advertising, right? So I came in, didn't have a marketing budget, didn't have any advertising. I'm like, you know what? I created this product, I did this work, and now I have $10 in proceeds toward ads because I made one sale. So I can take that $10 of proceeds and I can reinvest that back into the business. So I'm gonna take that $10 and I'm gonna spend that on advertising, right? And advertising is it's not expensive, but it's not cheap. I guess a good way to say it is you can't afford not to advertise. The most successful people, they use paid advertising. They use some paid advertising. If you want to grow, you want to become successful, want to become more consistent, use some kind of paid advertising. So we got $10, and now that means, guess what? I have $10 that I can invest in my marketing. And if I make one sale per day off that $10, that means 10 times 30 is $300. So guess what I have now? I have a $300 marketing budget for that month, for 30 days. And guess what I can do? I can take that $300 and I can reinvest it back into the business, and I can sell more workbooks. I can come up with more products, and all of those products I create, I can charge for them, and I can spend all that money back on the marketing and advertising. And again, the point here is not for you to get rich. The point here is for you to fund your marketing and fund your advertising. It's to fund your advertising. So we made those sales and we made $300 that we can invest back into our marketing. And in all of this, like, you're gaining leads, but you're gaining leads that are of quality, right? You have a marketing budget, and now you also you can follow up with those leads. You can follow up with those leads. So, and it's not just follow up, hey, come do business with me. They might not be ready to do business with you. Month, 2 months, 3 months, sometimes a year, 2 years. But now you have collected all their information, name, mailing address, email address, in some cases birthday. Guess what you can do? You can follow up with that person, right? And you don't have to just follow up with them online. You can follow up with them offline, right? You can send them something in the mail. Hey, I'm running a special. I'm doing a free home buyer seminar. Come if you're interested. Hey, I'm running a session. I'm doing a free seller sessions. Come check it out. Right. So this is generally how you want to structure your advertising. You want to set it up that way. This gets more complex. So I want to cut the video short, but that's the front end. Like that's how you fix your front end and you start to get that traffic going, how you start to generate leads for yourself, right? And the key component here is go physical. Because once you go physical, people start to pay and people are um, once you go physical, people start to pay and you can collect more of their information, right? It's not just an email address that they done spoofed or some fake email account that they don't use. It's like their actual mailing information that you can collect. So I'm going to cut the video short because we went over. I thought this was only be 10 minutes. It's not 10 minutes. If you're interested in learning more, visit remarketingchallenge.com. That is an implementation based challenge where I show you how you can do this stuff step by step. So you can increase your marketing prowess, so you can come up with that unlimited marketing budget that you can have running for you forever and ever and ever. Right? It's exhausting. Make a video, make this. It's exhausting to keep doing that stuff and not get a return on it. Well, I'll show you how you can take that stuff that you've already done and get a return on it and start to get some real marketing, paid marketing. Right? So my name is Jerome Lewis. I appreciate you watching and I'll see you on the inside. Bye-bye.